Thank you. Please announce yourself. Entry and exit tones are off. All participants are muted.
Okay, good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. I hope everybody's feeling incredible this morning. My name is Haziq Ali. I'm a revenue acceleration expert. I'm a self-esteem development fanatic, starting with my own. And our whole goal every single morning is to give you what you need so you can go further faster with less effort. If you're watching a replay, give us a replay gang. Let them know you're in the house. You know, I love going back and showing love to everybody who went back and studied a little something. Hopefully you pick something up in this training that will allow you to transform your life, will allow you to transform your impact, the trajectory that you're on. Our whole goal is to give you some of these rules and tools that nobody ever talked to us about. To that end, my book is coming out soon. I can't wait to see what y'all think. Very excited about it. I feel like I channeled the book. I don't even feel like it came from me. I feel like it came through me. I believe business development is personal development. There's no way you're going to grow a better business without becoming a better human being. And that's one of the premises of my book. Another premise of the book is the fact that they did not teach us the stuff that we need for happiness, for health, or even how to build a fortune. You know what I mean? It's like either the system's broken or the system ain't designed for what we thought the system was designed for. You know what I'm saying? It's one or the other. I ain't gonna get into it right now, but I just want y'all to know we paying attention, baby. You know, did you get your newsletter yesterday? Hey, if you read your newsletter yesterday, then let me see some fire emojis and whatnot. If you didn't get the newsletter, then make sure you check your email. You've got a new episode. You've got a new edition of Entrepreneurship sitting in there. Every single newsletter gives you a mindset piece, a skill set piece, and a heart set piece. So you got a mindset piece that, switch up your philosophy in some way, add something onto the way you're thinking about life. You have a heart set piece that's more about the fulfillment side of things and making sure that you ain't doing all of this stuff for nothing because you still won't be happy. And then the skill set piece, Haziq's technique of the week. There's always something in there to help you grow your business. So every single week, that's the newsletter. It's called Entrepreneurship. You can read the whole thing in less than 7 minutes. And we just dropped a new one yesterday. So check your email if you didn't. Yeah, good morning, Ashley. Glad you made it. Tulsa, Oklahoma in the house. My man Damon Ivory is in the building. Let's get it. Good morning. Good morning. Dr. Marilyn made it in. I love that. What's up, Ken? Yeah. Damon and Ken know what this shirt about. Damon and Ken know what this shirt about right here. Rest of y'all don't know. They don't know, do they? Yeah, they don't know. Tennessee in the building. Phoenix, Arizona in the house. What's up, Sade? Yuli, good morning, Queen. Alexandria's in here. Good morning, Queen. Good morning. Darnisha's in the house. Good morning, Queen. Taisha Levon is up in here. Yeah, good morning, millionaire. What's up, Alan? Let's go, cuz. Gwen is in the building. All right. So, any of y'all ever watched this show called The Office? I don't know if anybody ever watched The Office or if that's just me. Chanel in the house. Let's go. Okay, Kiwi. So Michael Scott is this crazily deluded, self-absorbed boss on The Office. And this is like the very first Office episode ever, Kay. Michael Scott is walking around in that joint. Yeah, the joint be hilarious, dog. But he's walking around in there talking about why he's such an amazing boss. And then he shows his world's best boss coffee mug that he bought himself. I'm like, maybe we need to buy them cups for ourselves. Maybe we need to figure out how to be a good boss to ourselves, right? If you've ever had a job, I want you to think about a good boss you had. Why were they a good boss, right? Or think about a terrible boss you had. Why were they so terrible? What do you wish they would have did differently? After you've been an entrepreneur for a while, you're going to start to recognize that you're your own boss, for better or for worse. This morning, my goal is to help you make it for better. So that's what we're going to talk about this morning. Share this thing on somebody's timeline, y'all, and be like, I'm my own boss. I'm my own boss. Come on, share this thing with somebody right now. I'm my own boss. Please like it. So Alexandria, all you do is go to millionaireminded.com, put your name and your email in the box. Put your name and your email in the box. It'll give you like the affirmations we say every morning. And just like that, you're enrolled in the newsletter. So you're gonna love that. All right. So I'm gonna give you 9 different ways that you can become a better boss to yourself. And I want you to jot these down. And I want you to pick out 1 or 2 of the 9 that you can apply to yourself. So let's get into it. Here's the first one. Invest in training and education. Because think about it. A good boss cares about your long-term growth. So invest in training and education, because a good boss, they care about your long-term. They might send you to conferences. They might pay for continuing education. They might provide some coaching to help you prepare for a promotion. See, the thing is, when you're your own boss, though, it can be easy to put this stuff off. But what you're doing is hurting your long-term growth. You're hurting your long-term personal growth. You're hating your big picture business growth. Anytime you don't have something that you want, the only thing standing between you and it is some stuff you don't know yet. I just now put that in yesterday's newsletter, as a matter of fact. It's like the only thing separating you from things you don't have is stuff you don't know. So invest in training, invest in education. That's the first one I got for you. Here's the second one. Prioritize mental and physical health. We talked about it this weekend at this manhood conference. You know what I mean? We talked about it this weekend. It was cold, man. We talked about both of these. We invested in ourselves. My man Pep, what's up, cuz? Yeah. So physical and mental health need to be prioritized. Any job on the planet can take a toll on your physical health or on your mental health. A good boss cares about the health of their employees. So you need to be a good boss to yourself. And obviously, there are ways to take care of your mental and physical health that can fit any budget, that can fit any amount of time you have. You can take 15-minute breaks. You can get a gym membership. You can decide to set up a section in your house to be your gym, or a section in your condo or your apartment. You can stay up to date with your doctor and your dentist appointments, right? You can set up a water drinking challenge for yourself. So you get through 8 ounces, 16 ounces, 32 ounces, 64 ounces of water every day. You can schedule mental health days. You can schedule staycations where you just go off and have your own personal retreat. Y'all got me? But be a good boss and take care of your health. Okay, here's the third one. Recognize accomplishments. Recognize accomplishments. Don't it suck to do a whole lot of hard work and have nobody appreciate it? See, when you work for yourself, you're the one that's the hard work, but you're also the one that needs to recognize it. You got to be the hard worker and you got to be the appreciator. So, end every week, millionaire, writing down a few of your wins. When you reach your goals, celebrate the achievement. Maybe you take yourself out to a fancy restaurant and have dinner. Maybe you do something special for yourself. But the bottom line is, a good boss would recognize achievements. You hear me? A good boss would make sure that you don't overlook significant achievements like they're tiny achievements, because those counted. You got me? Here's the fourth one I got for you. Make work fun. Make work fun. So far we said number 1 was invest in training and education. Number 2 was prioritize physical and mental health. Number 3 was recognize accomplishments. Here's number 4, y'all. Make work fun. I'm talking about Taco Tuesday. I'm talking about playing music whenever it's possible. I'm talking about making sure you decorate the office for holidays, right? Even if it's your home office. You see where I'm going with this? I'm talking about pajama day or dressy day, where you work the whole day in your pajamas or something. You know what I mean? I'm talking about lunch with your friends who are in the same industry. So y'all can meet up and share ideas and brainstorm and hold each other accountable. Anything you do to mix things up, anything you do to add some kind of festive spirit is going to make the day feel fun. It's going to make the day feel fresh. You with me? Here's number 5. Set clear goals. Set clear goals. Ain't it frustrating to work somewhere and feel like you ain't getting nowhere, or to have no clue what you're really working toward? A good boss makes sure that the whole team knows what the goal is, that the whole team understands how to track progress. The whole team understands how to measure so that we can tell if we're wasting time or if we're headed towards the promised land. You can easily do this by setting goals, which means you'll clearly know when you've achieved it. If your goal is to sign up 5 new clients this week, then be clear about it. Get more clients, that's unclear. Get 5 clients, that's super specific. And you can't be prolific without being specific. And bonus points if you set up a little chart so you can track your progress. You got me? But a good boss would set clear goals. Have you set clear goals for this week? Have you set clear goals for this month? Have you set clear goals for the rest of this year? Here's number 6, y'all. Here's number 6. Motivate. 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 Number 6 is motivate. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Number 6 is motivate. So a good boss can motivate their employees, right? Even when the task at hand is less than fun, every task ain't going to feel like you on a roller coaster, right? I don't know who told us everything about life's supposed to be fun. That is not how it works. Your whole goal is not to make it so that everything is like eating ice cream. That ain't how it works. Or everything is like, yeah, you want the 6-pack, but do you love the sit-ups? No. You know what I mean? You're going to have to go through stuff you don't like to get to stuff that you need, to stuff that is destined for you. So check it out. What a good boss would do is keep the employees motivated, right? Now, what's motivation? Motivation is this emotion that's created by your thoughts, which means you can gain motivation by choosing your thoughts with intention. See what I did there? So, a dope way to do this. One of my homies was telling me this weekend, Earl, my man Earl the Pearl, he was telling this story this weekend about how you mess around and it was this movie called Stomp the Yard. And he's talking about like how the whole movie was like, why are we doing these dances and stuff like that? But then after he discovered the why behind the dance, the why behind the stepping, you know what I mean? If you aren't familiar with HBCUs and what they call the Divine Nine, right? There's a thing called step shows. There's a thing called, there's a whole tradition. There's a whole piece of the culture. And he didn't understand exactly what it was about. So, of course, he ridiculed it or ignored it or was irritated by it or annoyed by it. Do you know there's certain things in your business life that are the same way? Check it out. If you want to be a better boss, a great way to do it is to think about why each one of these tasks is on your schedule. How is that going to help you get closer to your goal? How will finishing this project benefit you? Because once you know why something's important, you're going to be more motivated to do it. You're going to enjoy it more. It's going to feel more relevant. You're going to be more proud of yourself when you get done with it. But it's all about your thoughts. We always say environment is more powerful than willpower, but there are 3 kinds of environment the way you learn it here at Millionaire Minded, right? We know one type of environment is the walking, talking, breathing environment we call culture. We know another part of environment is the physical environment that we call a habitat. But the third part is your mentality, because you're the one that decides if this is motivating or debilitating. You're the one that decides if this is treasure or if this is trash. It is your thoughts that determine what it is. You don't see with your eyes, you see with your mind. Does that make sense, everybody? Here's number 7. Be decisive. Be decisive. Let's go. Be decisive. Be decisive. Millionaires, it's easy to constantly flip-flop, right? And always be onto something new when you're a small business. But unless you stick with each method long enough to see if it really works, if you really understand it, to see why it works, all you're doing is running in place. You treadmilling, you spinning your wheels. You might go all in on building your email list or something like that until you hear about the amazing results that somebody else is getting on Instagram. So now you dive into Instagram until you hear about the amazing results that somebody's getting on LinkedIn. So then you dive into LinkedIn, or you could be doing it with your business. You going all in with your real estate business until you hear about the amazing results that somebody else is getting with their e-com store. Then you dive all the way into e-com until you hear about the amazing results somebody's getting doing Airbnb. Then you stop that and you dive into Airbnb. And what you're doing is running in place, right? A good boss is decisive. They decide what needs to be done, how it's going to be done, and then they stick with it until it's time to reevaluate. Every single master starts off as a disaster. So you cannot confuse something being impossible with something that you just don't know how to do yet. I mean, it don't make you a bad person because you don't know what the heck you're doing yet. What you have to do is decide that you're going to figure it out, because you've never, ever failed to solve a problem that you clearly defined. When you need to learn how to tie your shoes, guess what you did? You figured it out. When you need to know how to put on makeup, right, ladies? Guess what you did? You figured it out. When you need to know how to drive a car, seems so complicated. Guess what? You figured it out. Never mind some of you that have now learned how to do surgery, or some of you that have now learned how to drive a forklift, or some of you that have now figured out how to become a saleswoman or an entrepreneur. The bottom line is you started off horrible, and then what happens is you get better, and then before you know it, you've mastered it. You can do it on autopilot, but it starts with your commitment. You know, one of the couples that we were with this weekend, if you know, you know. Some of y'all don't know about these shirts right here. Some of y'all don't know, right? But check it out. There was this one couple there that had been married about 50-something years. And she was like, yo, the secret to staying in a marriage is not love. There's sometimes you ain't even gonna like this person, right? The secret is deciding to commit. Listen, y'all, to decide. You know, homicide is to kill somebody. Suicide is to kill yourself. Genocide is to kill off a race. Decide is to kill off every other option. Have you decided? Have you made a decision? An incision is to cut into. A decision is to cut away every other option. Have you committed? Have you made a decision? Did you decide? That's a problem with a lot of our businesses. We haven't decided that we're going to be a success at this. We haven't decided that we're going to be the best in our city, that we're going to be the best in our state, that we're going to be the best in our section of the country, that we're going to be the best in America, that we're going to be the best on planet Earth. Because once you decide that, a lot of the steps naturally begin to appear. Most people don't make a decision. Am I making sense? All right, here's number 8. Here's number 8. Here's number 8. Here's number 8. Yeah, Damon, let them know. Here's number 8. Y'all ready? Here's number 8. Your number 7 was be decisive. Appreciate it, Tanisha. Shouts out to Tanisha. She got on that boat, started having them drinks. You know what I mean? Yacht party over. Tanisha turned up on that yacht. Appreciate you, Tanisha. All right. She heard me on the mic. I was on the mic, y'all. I was DJing the party and whatnot. You know what I mean? Right, Damon? Damon was on that joint looking like Bishop Chippendale. That's what I call Damon. Y'all don't know Damon used to work. Damon, a whole bodybuilder out here looking like Ronnie Coleman. You know what I mean? So Damon came out with the shorts and the vest on. We had a ball on this. Yeah, bro. That thing was incredible. Absolutely incredible. Hey, from now on, when y'all be in them newsletters and y'all see that we got an event going on, y'all better make sure y'all are there. Y'all better make sure y'all are there. All right, y'all. Here's number 8. Here's number 8. Getting back to the program. All right. Nah, it was that liquor. We all ate the same thing, girl. No, it's all good, Queen. You know we got your back. All right, here's number 8. Here's number 8. Welcome new ideas and creativity. Check it out, y'all. As a boss, if you ain't open to new ideas, your employees are gonna get the hint and then stop. I always tell people, creativity is like that little kid, man. You know how a little kid would come up to you. Maybe you out at the park. Maybe you and your lady, you and your dude, y'all go out somewhere, and then this little kid come up to you. You know, the little kid is really with his parents and stuff, but his parents is standing in line or whatever. They don't see. So the little kid come in and you make a little face at the little kid. You start playing with the little kid, right? Now the little kid just keep on coming up to you, playing with you, giving you attention, right? But imagine if you ignored the little kid. Now the little kid don't see you. The little kid go play with somebody else. That's like creativity. If you pay attention to the ideas when they come to you, you're going to keep getting more ideas. More ideas going to keep on coming. But if you ignore them joints, that whole muscle is going to atrophy. You use it or you lose it when it comes to creativity. And isn't that what you want from a boss? As a boss, if you ain't open to new ideas, your employee is going to get the hint and stop suggesting, right? All creativity is going to end. You can be open to new ideas as an entrepreneur by setting aside time to brainstorm, right? With no filter. Man, one of the worst things you can do is brainstorm with somebody, and every idea you come up with, they got a reason it won't work. Brainstorming is like improv for all my artistes out there. You know what I mean? If you've ever taken an improv class, or if you've ever done any kind of like theater work, or you've ever wanted to get into film and stuff like that, or comedy, improv is an amazing thing. And one of the rules to improv is you never deny. So like if we're doing an improv scene and I say, man, it's cold out here. You can't be in the scene with me as my partner and be like, no, it's not, it's hot. What? You just ruined the whole scene. If I say it's cold out here, you got to be like, yeah, what made us get slushies when it's 30 degrees? Now I can be like, man, and what kind of slushies are these? Mine has some kind of unicorn horn in it, right? Now we're going back and forth. Versus if you deny, then it ruins everything. Same thing with brainstorming, right? Somebody puts out an idea. Your job is to add on to the idea or figure out a way it could work. You got to be open to new ideas. You got to allow your ideas to be completely out the box. A lot of them ain't going to be worth pursuing. But your golden idea is only going to happen when you decide it's okay to be creative, that it's okay that you sound crazy. It's okay if you throw something out that is completely ridiculous. Who cares? Because the brain don't work off pressure. The brain works off stimulation. You know, we call ourselves entrepreneurologists because it's part the entrepreneur mindset and then it's part neurology. How does the mind work? And the way the brain works is you get ideas from ideas. You don't get ideas because, oh God, I need an idea. Nah, you get ideas from stimulation. All right, this is the last one I got for you this morning. Give time off the clock. Give time off the clock. You ever had a boss that calls you or texts you when you ain't working, right? It's hard to relax when you can't leave work at work and get some real downtime. I was telling somebody this weekend, because they're like, why you don't stay in Miami and kick it and all of that? And I was like, yo, when I work, I work. When I play, I play. I'm not trying to be at work and then be playing. So imagine if I'm out, you know what I mean? And I'm there with a bunch of my mentees, a bunch of my business partners, a bunch of my students, et cetera, so forth. And I'm out here getting faded. Now I can't fellowship with this brother from over here. I can't fellowship with this family member from over here. Now I'm wasting opportunity because I'm off somewhere getting faded. You know what I mean? It ain't playtime. I mean, luckily I have fun with what I do, but I'm not there to play around. I'm there to make sure that I expand my impact. I'm there to make sure that I hold dear my responsibilities to people that are counting on me. I'm there to make sure that people who have given me the gift of influence over their lives, I don't let them down. So playtime will come later. And then guess what? When I'm playing, I'm not looking at my phone. If I'm out, with my lady, I'm not going to keep on looking at it and scrolling and stuff like that. Check it out, y'all. If you were a good boss, then you would not be bothering your employees when they're not at work. You got me? So do that for yourself. Give yourself time off the clock. Close your door when you're not working. Turn off your phone when you're not working. Some of y'all might need a work phone and then a phone for your personal life. You got me? And if you're a solopreneur, you might feel the need to always be reachable. I get it. But never having time away is a good way to burn yourself out. Be a good boss to yourself and clock out sometimes. Millionaires, in closing, I just want to say, when you're an entrepreneur, it's real easy to unintentionally be a crappy boss to yourself. But with a little intention and maybe one of them world's best boss coffee cups, you too can be a boss. All right. That was my Rick Ross, you know what I mean? That was my Rick Ross. I appreciate that, Dr. Marilyn. Yeah. We teach that in Train the Trainer. She's talking about like how, sometimes I'm like this. And then I'll be like, and another thing you need to know, because if you talk low, it makes them lean in. Like, he must be about to say something important. All right. All right, let's get it. All right, let's get it. Good. All right, scale of 1 to 10. How good was that info? Yeah, Morose. Appreciate it, Queen. All right, y'all. It's affirmation time. Let's go, kings and queens. Let's go, millionaires. Call in right now. Let's get it. If you're okay, if you put up a 10, that means you got to use some of this now. You can't be playing. All right, Donisha. All right, Tess. Let's get it. All right, King. Let's go. All right, y'all. It's affirmation time. Call in right now. If your phone company tries to charge you for calling the live line, then what you got to do is text "call me" to the same number, 667-776-WIN1. That's 667-776-9461. Yeah, Tanisha. Good. It's time to be a better boss to yourself. What is the main takeaway you got? What's the main one you need to do better? Is it the setting goals? Because you would hate working somewhere where it felt like completely unfulfilling because you don't know how what you're doing translates to where you're trying to be. Wouldn't that be hell? That would be hell. Like I just get in the car with you and we just start driving. And then we just driving around 285. It's like, let me out this joint. What is going on right now? You know what I mean? Where are we going, dog? You know what I mean? I got to use the bathroom. All right, it's affirmation time. Let's get it. All right, be decisive. I like that. All right, let's get it. Repeat after me. Say it like you mean it. I am